Was that a constructive use of your time, vegan bacon?
What's vegan bacon?
You, fake cop. Fake pig. Fake pig, you are. Come up and demand ID from...
recording this?
Yeah, come up and demand ID from people like you have some sort of authority. Not even the police have that authority, and yet you think you can do that.
Welcome to Raw Audit Reviews, where we shine a light on police misconduct and hold public officials accountable. Today's video is courtesy of Power to the Proletariats. You'll find their link down below, so make sure you go show them some support and check out the full clip that I in today's episode. An auditor is standing outside Cambridge Police HQ, calmly filming from public space. Nothing aggressive, nothing unlawful, but within moments, he's surrounded by 6 officers, all trying different angles to get him to leave. Excuses start flying, powers get hinted at, and the pressure slowly ramps up. What makes this one worth watching is how the auditor responds. He stays calm. He doesn't argue emotionally. He doesn't back down. And most importantly, he doesn't fall for the bluff. This is a perfect example of what happens when authority relies on pressure instead of law, and someone refuses to play along. Let's get straight into it.
You have to have permission to take photographs or film.
I have permission, thank you.
Yeah, who do you have permission from?
Pardon?
Who do you have permission from?
The person I need to get permission from.
Okay. Can you tell me the details?
Sure. The starts with Article 10, finishes with the human rights.
DTP is clearly extremely knowledgeable and immediately raises Article 10, the right to freedom of expression. That protection doesn't just cover speech or opinions, it also includes the right to gather and share information. And yes, that absolutely includes filming in public places. This is where the officers start to struggle, because once Article 10 is engaged, any interference has to be lawful, necessary, and proportionate. Simply feeling uncomfortable or not liking being filmed doesn't come close to meeting that threshold.
Do I ask you to leave, mate?
I'm on a publicly accessible area.
No, have you seen all the signs that say...
Yeah, beyond this point. And do you know what the other sign says? It's publicly accessible up to the reception, so this is actually part of the publicly accessible area. So if you want to follow your own signs, we'll follow your signs, and that's fine. And I'll stand here and carry on doing what I'm doing. Who are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Don't want to tell you.
Hey, exactly, there you go. You're going to try and give me orders, you don't even want to identify who you are.
Come with me.
No, I'm good. I'm good. You can go have a look.
Every officer in the UK is required under PACE code to identify themselves when exercising police powers or issuing directions. That usually means providing their name or collar number and the station they're attached to. Failing to do so, especially while issuing commands or making implied threats, is a serious breach of procedure. This kind of refusal to identify isn't just poor practice, it actively undermines public trust. Policing relies on accountability and transparency. When officers hide behind anonymity while asserting authority, it raises the same red flags highlighted in past cases where unchecked power and a lack of oversight led to devastating consequences.
Because you don't want to give me details, I think you possibly pose a terrorist risk.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
If I seize that, then...
You're going to seize this?
Yeah. And then...
What?
The officer then threatens to seize the phone under terrorism powers, likely referring to Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. But filming in a public place is not, on its own, grounds for using those powers. Section 43 requires reasonable suspicion that the person is a terrorist, not merely someone with a camera. There's no intelligence, no specific behavior, and no objective facts pointing to terrorism here. Without that legal threshold being met, the threat to seize the phone isn't just unjustified, it's an unlawful use of one of the most serious powers available to police.
I think you might be doing something like terrorist.
So do you know the memo by the National Police Chiefs Council?
So what I'll do, if I take that, and then I'll review that, and then if there's anything...
how about I show you the footage now?
Okay.
I've been here 5 minutes, alright? So I don't want you to see this, my only phone. Freedom of expression, freedom of the press.
So then I think...
Do you know what that means?
What's that guy doing?
Do you know the oath that you took to uphold your oath?
So I think, what's that guy doing? That's a bit odd.
So you're incriminating my right to silence and my right to privacy is what you're saying?
I'm making sure that you're up to no good.
You make sure that I'm up to no good?
Yeah.
You mean you make sure that I'm not up to no good?
Yeah.
Or you're trying to find something. You're trying to make sure that I'm up to no good. So you're trying to find anything that you can because I didn't want to answer your questions.
No. I'm making sure that you're here, so you don't not posing a threat to anyone. Okay. So hang on, stop.
Okay.
Right? So you're right. Those signs there says no access beyond the public.
At this point, am I being detained?
Hey?
Am I detained at the moment?
No.
Okay, so I'm not detained. All right. Then.
Not at the minute.
So you still haven't identified yourself, seeing as you said you threatened to seize. No, identify yourself because you threatened to seize my phone. So let's go through the identification, prove that you have the power to do so.
Okay.
Andy McDonald, 2249. Is that constable? Or is that sergeant?
Constable.
Constable.
So
I want to know so I know how to make a complaint. And you are?
I'm Detective Constable Dodds.
You're Detective Constable Dodds.
I'm here with my colleague.
Perfect.
Listen, so because we've had.
Have you got your warrant card with you?
Yeah, thank
please,
you
in
very
your
much.
plain clothes. Can I see it, please?
We're talking to you right
Yes,
now.
and if you're talking to me in your capacity, then you need to show me your warrant card. Did you guys learn nothing after Wayne Couzens? Nothing at all?
Just calm
No, because he's just threatened to seize my phone and accused me of being a terrorist.
No, I don't know. You put it on YouTube and it shows you access routes and all that lot. Take it to the court, and they might decide.
You really think that would go to the courts? Mate, you would find yourself in civil litigation before you could say shit.
So we'd have a look at that. And if there's nothing on there, then happy days.
Yeah, you'll be the one up in court on civil litigation if you take my phone.
And happy days will get returned to you.
Go for it.
But if not, then you'd be trespassing, you'd be ejected from the site for trespass.
Right.
But if you're staying in the public areas, have a good
you need to
afternoon.
jog on. You need to go home.
Okay,
No,
well,
I think you haven't even shown your warrant card, so you can keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. You're not even going to identify yourself.
so you can. That's all.
Well, I don't know because you won't identify.
You can stay in the public
You're just
area.
another Wayne Couzens, aren't you?
You have a nice day in the.
So yeah, try not to murder anyone, try not to rape anyone, try not to take pictures of anybody in your care.
Enjoy yourself.
Try not to
Have a
strip
nice
search any
afternoon.
14-year-old girls, is what you police like to do. Especially ones like you who refuse to identify.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You won't even show your warrant card.
Taking pictures.
It's alright, you're gonna get an IOPC complaint.
Okay, no problem.
That's fine. Trying to abuse terrorism act. Considering there's a memo from the Chiefs Council.
DC 2249 McDonald.
Yeah, I've got it all on camera. That's fine.
And we could show them the footage. That's cool.
Yeah, that's fine. I will show them footage. You're going to abuse your powers despite the memo.
You got any ID?
Pardon?
You got any ID?
Have you got any ID?
Yeah.
Thank you. It's very
Can I
kind of
see
you.
yours then?
Pardon?
Have you got any ID to show me?
Well, you first.
Are you an officer?
Pardon?
You a police officer?
Well, I'm not answering any questions until you tell me who you are. So,
Head of
Stephen Smith, 6995. Lovely. What's that? PC, DS, DC? Your rank?
Senior manager, MB3.
Senior
Not a police-
manager. So you're not a police officer.
No, just checking who you are then.
Police staff asking for ID is a serious issue because they do not have the legal power to demand it. This isn't a harmless question. It's an intimidation tactic. The goal is compliance through pressure, not law. When staff without authority ask for identification, it confuses people and can make them believe they're legally required to comply when they aren't. That uncertainty is powerful, and it's often used to push people into giving up their rights voluntarily. The fact he thought he had any right to ask at all is deeply concerning and highlights just how easily authority can be misused when it goes unchallenged.
Was that a constructive use of your time, vegan bacon? So was that a constructive use of your time, vegan bacon?
I can't what you're saying.
Said, was that a constructive use of your time, vegan bacon?
What's vegan being?
You, fake cop, fake
not a
pig,
fake cop.
fake pig. You are. Come up and demand ID
You're
from.
recording this.
Yeah, come up and demand ID from people like you have some sort of authority. Not even the police have that authority, and yet you think you can do that. Can you stand up and be professional if you're going to address me as a police officer? And was I talking to you? I was talking to
I don't
him.
have to stand up. I can sit down. That's fine.
Well, then I'm just going to put my headphones back in and ignore you again.
We can have a conversation.
Right, there we go.
Stand up.
Thank
we can
you.
have a conversation. Look,
Right, if you're going to
let me
act
give
as a
you
police officer, act professional.
Let me give you a scenario, right? So let's say you go into Tesco's, which you would agree is publicly accessible for people to go shopping, yeah? For that purpose, would you agree in that?
Yeah.
And you did something in Tesco's, just for...
I can walk into Tesco to browse. I don't have to walk in there to shop.
Yeah.
I can walk in here to browse.
But let's say you did something in there that's causing people to feel uncomfortable and causing...
If there was a lawful basis for why I was causing them discomfort.
This analogy collapses immediately. Tesco is private property, a commercial business that can lawfully remove people within reasonable limits. A police station is not the same thing. It is a publicly funded building, paid for by taxpayers, and subject to far higher standards of accountability. Personal discomfort from staff is not a legal basis to remove someone who is lawfully present and exercising protected rights, especially freedom of expression under Article 10. The legal test isn't whether officers feel uneasy. It's whether a law has been broken. And at this stage, there is no evidence of any offense whatsoever. Trying to equate a police station with a supermarket exposes a fundamental misunderstanding of public space, public authority, and the responsibilities that come with them.
No, where I disagree is whatever that is that you're causing people to feel uncomfortable, even if it was completely lawful, I would say that they've got the right to ask you to leave. And that's what we're doing. You can go onto the sort of out of the problem.
So what if I stand there?
I think that would be fine. Yeah.
So what's the difference? So what's the difference between standing here and recording and there recording?
Because
pardon? Is it illegal to raise my voice?
No, but it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
Well, it's unnecessary for you to come and accost me, to be honest.
Well,
You've just said I can stand there and record, but I can't sit here and record.
This is private
But there's
property.
no difference. There's no difference in the action, is there? It's still going to make them uncomfortable. So what's the difference?
I can't do anything about it. All I can do is ask you to leave the public.
Yeah, and that's where you can. Yeah, you can ask me, and I'll politely decline.
My job is to try, over and above like protecting the public and enforcing the law, is to try and if somebody's made to feel uncomfortable, is to try and address that and sort it out.
Right.
So that's what I've tried to do in this situation.
Okay.
If you just, we're going to go away now, and I've said I'd like to leave our property.
Right.
And I've given you a reasonable time of 10 minutes to do that. So we're going to leave now.
Okay. And what if I don't? What if I'm still here in 10 minutes?
Well, it's a civil matter, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we'll have to make a decision about how we want to deal with that.
And how we do? And what would you do?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet.
All right.
But we've asked one of our uniformed colleagues to come and speak to you, just to
Sure.
see if you engage differently with somebody's more identified.
When the plainclothes officers fail to assert control, they call in a uniformed constable to create the appearance of escalation. On its own, involving a uniformed officer isn't unlawful, but intent is everything. If that move is used to intimidate or pressure someone who is lawfully filming in a public place, it crosses into dangerous territory. Using uniform presence as a psychological tool undermines public trust and may breach the College of Policing's code of ethics, particularly the duties of fairness, transparency, and integrity. Police authority exists to uphold the law, not to manufacture compliance through implied threat or visual dominance.
137 and advised
PC
that
137.
we have asked you to leave the curtilage of what we deem to be the private property, and we're giving you reasonable time in which to do that.
Okay.
And I'll just reiterate that the reason why we've asked you to leave is because we've had complaints that your behaviour is making people feel uncomfortable.
Well,
Notice I've rephrased it there that I'm not using the word distress, which you took a perception to, and I wouldn't. That's not what's been reported. It's made people feel uncomfortable.
Okay. So now your job is for 3 constables to stand around and try to enforce people's discomfort and feelings over the law.
I've explained. I'm going to go now.
You're going to
because
go.
if you feel uncomfortable about 3 people being here, that's fine. And
Well, it doesn't matter if there are 10 people here, to be honest.
We're trying a different approach to see whether that's
What's your PC
more agreeable with you.
137. PC 137. I'll suggest just getting your car and drive away. You're not going to get any more response out of me than they are.
That's absolutely fine.
The uniform does not intimidate me any more than
that's
your
not the
plain clothes
intention.
does.
Not about that.
Oh, is it not? No. That's
Normally
funny.
people feel more comfortable.
Yeah. Funny that, because the psychology behind it says different. If you actually look at Ash's studies from the 70s, his studies on compliance and uniform actually state the opposite.
I didn't know that. That's very interesting.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm actually a psychologist. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, like you said, you sort of intimated that you took exception to there being three police officers here. So I'm going to leave because
Go for it. You do what you want to do.
More to say to you, but yeah, we'll leave you in colleagues' capable hands. All right.
I love that. Detective Sergeant's got to get a PC to handle his dirty work.
Look, I just
Love
want
it.
to make you as comfortable as possible, so I'll introduce myself as PC 137. I've had no idea as to what this incident is about. What's going on here?
Well, I'm sure they've just informed you of that over at the car when you were stood there talking for 10 minutes.
Well, I've got a rough idea, but I'd like to hear it from you. As I say, I'm completely unbiased.
I'm here minding my own business and I come and get accosted by 2 constables.
Okay. Any reason police station compared to anywhere else?
Because we pay for it and I can.
Okay, that's fair enough. It is a public property, isn't it?
Thank you very much. If only they knew that.
What I'll say is that obviously the inquiry office isn't open. So
Yeah, I know. I already tried to go in there. Yeah.
have a chat. They do close at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
I just want to make you aware that I'm not suggesting that you will at all, but certainly we have had cars damaged here in the past, and that's why when we see somebody sat here with a camera, just sometimes people don't have as good intentions as you say.
Here, the officer attempts to justify suspicion by pointing to past incidents that have nothing to do with this individual. That's classic guilt by association. Previous damage by other people does not give police carte blanche to treat anyone holding a camera as a threat. Police powers must be based on specific, current, and objective grounds relating to the person in front of them, not vague fears, historic incidents, or general profiling. When suspicion is built on assumptions rather than observable behavior or credible intelligence, it risks infringing on the lawful right to film in public and slides into unjustified harassment. If officers believe intervention is necessary, they must be able to clearly articulate what this individual did, here and now, to raise concern. Anything less isn't policing. It's speculation dressed up as authority.
Do you stop everybody with a camera in any place in the country then, just because they got a camera? Because cars get damaged all over the country, not just here.
Particularly because we work in a role where a lot of people don't necessarily.
I wouldn't bring your vehicle to work then if you're that worried about it.
But obviously we've got to get here somehow.
Yeah, you can cycle it. You can get public transport.
Okay.
You can get public. If you don't live in Huntingdon, you can get public transport to Huntingdon and then walk or cycle it. There are options. You know, if you're that uncomfortable and that concerned about your vehicles at your place of work because of the role that you do, and the mitigating factor is the fact that you know the risks of the role that you take when you sign up for the job.
Yeah.
That onus is on you.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Simple as that.
Do you have any further plans this evening? Is that something you want?
Well, you want to take me for dinner?
No, not at all.
No?
I'm just generally trying.
I won't eat you out of house and home.
Oh really?
No. Just some Mackies. Just some Mackies will do me.
No worries. Are you planning on being here long at all?
As long as it takes.
As long as it takes to what though? What is your intention?
Finish my objectives.
And what is your objectives out of interest?
Private.
That might be private. I'm interested because you've definitely got obviously my interest right now. So I just want to know what your objectives are.
Fair enough. And you're allowed to have those interests.
Have you got friends coming to join with you with your objectives, or?
Sorry, I've seen a bug go down my top. Oh. Sorry.
You got any friends coming down to join you? Or anything?
No, I don't have any friends. Billy no mates me.
Oh,
I know, it's sad, isn't it? You want to be my mate?
I don't know. Yeah.
No. Didn't think so.
If I'm on it.
If I outside of work sat outside, say, your home address on the public highway and sat with a camera facing your address, would you feel comfortable?
No, but this isn't your home address. Isn't anybody's home address.
No, but
if you did it at my place of work, then I wouldn't give a two rats.
This comparison completely falls apart. A police station is a public place. Your home is private property. The law treats those two spaces very differently. Anyone can lawfully stand outside a police station and film from a public area. You don't need permission, and you don't need a reason. That activity is protected under freedom of expression and the right to gather information in public. A private home is the opposite. The owner decides who can film there and who must leave. Try to equate filming a police station with filming someone's house is a false comparison used to shut down lawful activity. Just because someone wouldn't like being filmed outside their home doesn't make filming outside a public building illegal. Officers are required to respect the law as it is, not as they feel it should be. Discomfort isn't a legal power. Personal opinions don't override established rights.
So much time here, it's practically is our home.
Yeah, but that's the case for everybody who works. You know, nobody really works 37.5 hours a week and afford to live these days. You know, people tend to do 45 to 50-hour weeks, and they spend most of their time at work. So that is the case for the majority of the population in this country. So you're not alone in that. I do sympathise. Yeah. But yeah, you're not alone in that. But again, this isn't a place of residence.
Would you not
it is
else in this
publicly funded. No, I'm quite comfortable here.
We are going to obviously conclude this conversation. We're going to get on our way.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you should have done that a good 25 minutes ago, but all
The
right.
only thing I will ask from me is I understand that this camera is facing the police station. I understand I can't make you turn it another way. You obviously know your law, and that's brilliant because a lot of people don't, and you know your rights. But what I would just ask, as a request from me to you is just that you're not filming any number plates in specific vehicles. And as I say, that's only because of the concerns which I've raised, and it's a request, it's not me telling you to do something.
The only one that I've got that will probably make the footage is the one that came and reported to you, just because I want her number plate to be able to make her a complaint. You'll see she didn't identify,
You can make that complaint and share that with the complaints authority in relation to obviously the number plate, but publicly broadcasting it, is that really fair on her right to her private life as well? The only reason I ask this, because officers and non-officers, civilians, etc., are being traced by their cars, by their names, etc., through social media, everywhere else, and then there's issues outside their addresses. I'm not saying that's your intent, but people might get obviously on board and then get a bit aggy over it and actually challenge those officers outside.
Have you ever seen the police interceptor programs and all those sorts of things? Number plates are all over them.
Yeah, that's
all over.
Blurred, actually.
Only the ones that are the direct subject of the stop. Right. All the other ones in passing, around the police stations, around the roads, they're all visible. I've looked at it.
Okay. Is that including their private vehicles they drive?
Yeah. You're recording me now, I should imagine.
Indeed, and I've informed you of that.
Only just now.
At the start, I said
he said he switched it on. He said he switched the video on.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember that. I will check back on that. And if you haven't, and only because you said that you did, but if you haven't, I am going to submit a formal complaint. Usually, I just tell you and try to get you to know.
And as I say, my collar's 137 if you wish to.
But yeah, I don't remember you saying that. But fair enough if you did. If you did, then fair enough. But,
out of interest, we're going to go anyway. Yeah. Out of interest, who are you filming for, and what? Like, is it Facebook or social media?
For myself.
I assume you're live streaming.
No.
I'd just like to watch it back. That's all.
No, I'm not live streaming. No.
You'll find it. Where's it been posted then?
You'll find it.
I don't.
You'll find it. It's not going to be difficult to find. I don't name it some bizarre thing.
Cambridgeshire Police Headquarters, I'm guessing.
It'll have something like that in the title, or I usually tag the location. It will come up.
All I ask is, can you stay away from out the car parks, please?
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay. And the reason saying, staying out the car parks, as I did say, we have had damage caused to our vehicles, etc.
But you got me on body camera. You've had a long conversation with me. If any damage happens, I'll be your first suspect.
So you start wandering around the car park. So I noticed obviously you've got a bag on your back as well. You may end up being subject of a search.
Search for what? What would you be looking for?
Items going equipped, obviously cause damage.
Okay. What section is that going equipped?
Section 1 of PACE.
Okay. Fair enough.
We'll get out of here anyway. Thank you very much for your time. Take care. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Take care.
What we saw today at Cambridge Police HQ fits a pattern that's becoming far too common. Officers misapplying the law, drawing false comparisons between lawful public filming and private harassment, and even threatening to seize property without any clear legal basis. The reality is simple. Filming in public, including outside government buildings, is lawful, unless there is genuine, specific, and articulable suspicion of criminal activity. Police have no power to interfere. Discomfort is not suspicion. Assumptions are not evidence. This isn't about provoking confrontation. It's about transparency, accountability, and standing firm when authority is misused or misunderstood. When the law is followed, everyone benefits. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe for more clear, no-nonsense analysis of police conduct, UK law, and civil rights. Until next time, peace.